When my daddy left home when I was 3, he didn't need much for money, just this old guitar and an empty cask of booze. I don't blame him for he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was just before he left, that old man he named me Sue. Boy named Sue, tell me what's a boy to do? One thing I can tell you, life is hard for a boy named Sue. Well, he must have thought it quite a joke, and it got some laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to kick and scrape and fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, some guy would laugh and I'd bust his head. Learned that day that life is hard when you're a boy named Sue. Boy named Sue, tell me what's a boy to do? One thing I can tell you, life is hard for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick, I grew up mean, my fists got hard, my wits got keen. I roamed from town to town, all alone to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the ports, I'd search the bars, find and kill that awful man who said that was my name. 'Twas Nassau Port in mid-July, I'd just hit dock, my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop to find a lass and have myself a brew. In tavern bar before my eyes, they're rolling cups and liar's dice. Armed from tip to tail, sat the man who named me Sue. Boy named Sue, tell me what's a boy to do? One thing I can tell you, life is hard for a boy named Sue. Well, I took this dog for my old sweet dad from a painting that my mother had. I saw his scar from long before and that shifty wooden eye. His back was bent, hair grey and old. I looked at him and my blood ran cold. Said, my name's Sue, how do you do? Now you're condemned to die. Well, I hit him hard betwixt the eyes. He went down, but to my surprise, pulled a knife from out his boot and off came my left thumb. Well, I busted a chair across his teeth. We crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking, gouging, throwing hands through blood and mud and rum. Oh, boy named Sue, tell me what's a boy to do? One thing I can tell you, life is hard for a boy named Sue. I tell you I fought tougher men, but I cannot remember when. The man I fought was so distraught, he bit like crocodile. I heard him laugh, I heard him cuss, he went for his gun. I drew mine first, his gun went down, his head came up, and then I saw him smile. Well, my daddy said, son, this world is rough, and if you were to make it, you gotta be tough. I knew I wouldn't be around to help get you along. So the name I gave, and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tougher, die. And if I may, I wanna say that name helped make you strong. Oh, boy named Sue, tell me what's a boy to do? One thing I can tell you, life is hard for a boy named Sue. He said, son, you fought one hell of a fight. Now I know that you got a claim to the right to fire your gun until I'm done. There's no blame if you do, but I thank you would do before I die for the salt in your heart and the spit in your eye. For I'm the one, the scurvy dog, the man that named you Sue. Got all choked up, threw down my gun. I called him a pa, he called me a son. He went his way, I went mine with a different point of view. And his face sometimes comes back to me when my crew set sail out on the sea. But if I have a son, I swear I'll be done with the legacy of Sue. Oh, Captain Sue, tell me, can I join your crew? I will travel anywhere along with Captain Sue. Captain Sue, tell me, can I join your crew? I will travel anywhere along with Captain Sue. Oh, da da.